Hi guys, welcome to Bible Breakdown. We're doing Isaiah chapter 4. So if we do a little recap for chapter 3, we know that God is putting judgment over everybody. And the last people that he put judgment over was the women of Jerusalem. I mentioned that because it carries on into chapter 4. So I wrote that after all that stuff happened, so basically God put judgment over the women and he stripped them of everything that might make them feel beautiful, that might make them feel like superior, and just like made them worthless in a sense. So for chapter 4, verse 1, I wrote that after all that happened with the women, they are very desperate. So what happened, if you want to go back, is in Isaiah chapter 3, verses 16 to 26. And I continue to say, since there's a lack of men, and we go back to verse 25 in chapter 3, it says, your men will fall by the sword, your warriors in battle. So the men are going to be cut off, just to put it lightly. So since there's a lack of men, they have low standards and they expect nothing from like the men that are available, because there are men that are spared, there are people that are spared. So they expect nothing and all they want is their last name. In that verse, the women say, we will eat our own bread and provide our own clothing. Just let us bear your name, take away our disgrace. So they're doing all this just to take some man's last name so that they feel like purpose, they feel valuable. Then continuing for the next part of this chapter, it's really not that long. It's titled Zion's Future Glory. So here it mentions the branch of the Lord, and the branch of the Lord is referring to the Messiah. And then I wrote a couple points. I said, there's a promise that the Messiah will bring beauty to them in the midst of all their suffering. I also wrote that the ones that do end up remaining in the city, they will be considered holy, but they will be cleansed in the process. So, like I said earlier, when I said that there are survivors, it is also mentioned in verse 2 for chapter 4. At the end, it says, and the fruit of the land will be the pride and glory of Israel's survivors. Now, in verse 3, it also says, whoever remains in Zion and whoever is left in Jerusalem will be called holy, all in Jerusalem written in the book of life. But the Lord is not going to just let them off the hook very easily. So in verse 4, it highlights how God is going to wash away their filth and their guilt that is like in their heart and just like over their body. And verse 5 tells us how he's going to do that. So it says, then the Lord will create a cloud of smoke by day and a glowing flame of fire by night over the entire site of Mount Zion and over its assemblies. For there will be a canopy over all the glory. And then just to finish the chapter, verse 6 also says, and there will be a shelter for shade from heat by the day and a refuge and shelter from the storm and rain. So for me, this chapter just signifies hope. Hope for the people that still believe in God and put their trust in God and are going to be the survivors of this time. But that is all I have for you guys. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys right after this video for Isaiah 5. And let me tell you, a lot is going on in that chapter, so stay tuned. Again, that is all I have for you guys. I love y'all. God loves y'all more. Have a great day.